844-0808.
What's cooking today? I'm Paul Stern, Erik Hines, talking with Jim Filant, the Executive Director of the Santa Barbara County Vintners Association. And, of course, yours truly at Erik Hines. We were broadcasting from the 2010 Celebration of Harvest. That was the 20th anniversary of the Celebration of Harvest up in Santa Barbara County at the Rancho Sisquoc Winery. And for those that tuned in, you heard an excellent program, including Ken Volk, founder of Kenneth Volk Wines, Bob Lindquist with Coupe. He's the owner-founder of Coupe and instrumental in the California Syrah movement. So that was something definitely very interesting for those that tuned in. And, of course, we also spoke with Flying Goat Cellars' Norman Yost. He's the winemaker and owner. That, along with the inimitable, the great Frank Ostiti of the Hitching Post restaurant, and, of course, his wines as well, kind of amounted to just an incredible broadcast. And kind of putting it all together, our good friend Jim Filant over at the Santa Barbara County Vintners Association, kind of helping us out with a little bit of a wrap-up and review of this year's Celebration of Harvest. And one of the things that was made quite clear, I think, to not only those that were from CRN, the CRN contingent, but I'm sure many people that have attended the festival in years past, and those that I'm sure that attended this year, that if you didn't make time to actually spend more than just the day in Santa Barbara County, you could have made a mistake. I know that many people go up there and they have something is called the Vintner's Visa that really makes staying up in the Santa Barbara County for more than just a day quite the thing to do. If you could maybe tell us a little bit about not only the opportunities that opens up when people spend more than just a single day up in the area, but perhaps even maybe some of the fine lodging that people can maybe check out too.
Well, the Vintner's Visa is a program that we initiate for our festivals. So it happens during the Celebration of Harvest in October and during the Vintners Festival in April. And so when you choose to partake in the Vintners Visa program, you have a choice your choice of 12 of the participating wineries. This year we had 40 participating wineries, and the visa, your tasting fee is waived. So I don't care where you went to school, but no matter how you do the math, the $35 for the visa or $25 if you buy it with a festival ticket, 12 wineries that charge between $5 and $15 for tasting. As we say in the wine business, it's a really good deal. Actually, I think they say that in a lot of businesses, but we'll lay claim to it. But the weekends in Santa Barbara County, the every sort, of course, has two edges. And if you come up during a festival weekend, every winery is doing something special. You know, they're bringing out wines out of the library to taste. They usually have special little tidbits to eat. Things that they ordinarily wouldn't do. The downside of that, of course, is that there are more people there than ever. So if you're slightly agoraphobic or anthrophobic, then possibly that's not the weekend to go. The other side of that sword is when you start coming up November, December, January, February, when typically the travelers stay at home. Then you have the place all to yourself. There may not be as much stuff going on, or library tastings and things. But if you like to talk and ask questions, that's the time to come up and visit. And with over 100 wineries, they don't all have tasting rooms at the wineries. Some of them put tasting rooms in little towns like Los Olivos. Some of them have tasting rooms in Solvang. Some of them taste their wines in wine bars.
Which is very convenient, by the way, I might add.
Well, honestly, some people, for those who are really interested in wine, you're exactly right. Because for example, if you go to the town of Los Olivos or the town of Solvang, and your idea is to find out as much about different wines as you can, and then that's where the restaurants are. then you park, you walk, you do all that, you go have dinner, take a break, and then you get in your car and you drive, as opposed to trying to do it all in the car. And so there is some sense to it.
I noticed, of course, in traversing some of the kind of surrounding area of the Rancho Sisquoc Winery, we passed quite a few wineries that had tasting rooms open to the public that really looked quite welcoming and inviting too.
Well, you've on one side you've got Foxen, which now has 2 tasting rooms. They have the old 7200, which was the, which people used to call the blacksmith shed or the old barn or the shack or whatever they called it. And now they have the new solar. Actually, it's a thumbprint. It's not even a footprint because it is so environmentally conscious. I mean, it's solar, it's wind, it's they're using every part of nature to energize the place. And then on the other side you've got River Bench, and across the river you've got Cambria, and then down the road you've got Cottonwood, and I mean, just within a few minutes drive. Just of Rancho Sisquoc. So I mean, just at that end of the valley, I would say, your whole day within 5 miles, you're in good shape. So that's the other thing. Can I throw in the website?
Actually, Jim, why don't you hold on to the line here one more moment, because we're going to come back with the website and a little additional information for those of you. Again, if you haven't experienced Santa Barbara County, or if you have and you just want a little bit more information and details about things to do, we're going to come back with the Executive Director of the Santa Barbara County Vintners Association, Jim Filik, here on What's Cooking Today, here on CRN Digital Talk.
The best age for your child to learn to